Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's got this down to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Wentz now on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll go down at the 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Waiting.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, they're scared.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Keep it up, guys.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it, because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
That's it, buddy. We got one.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Able to get away. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st down, Howard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Let it go.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Running with Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, pick your game up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Come to my world. Wait.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go, here we go. Louis!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
The 20! Kill.
You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 22 yards there, a first down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
On the delay, it's Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
To throw, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On the return is Peterson. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Johnson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, hold on. Rip left, rip left.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Murray now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch up.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Hey, come on now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Rodgers brings it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more like
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he connects with Ertz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This one fielded at the 5.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Thorson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. You're trapped.
Here's Thorson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
It's a gain of 7.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Thorson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Vallejo gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Go.
Thorson drops on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
1st down, Eagles.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Thorson. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, orbit. Step.
Thorson looks to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Thorson to throw once more. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Going for it with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Pull together.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing, forcing, and this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This is taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, watch the slant.
General West.
Check 50.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You got nothing. He's coming.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Say go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Minshew throwing on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, exit.
They go play action. Now Thorson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now for Thorson. And he fires one incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Thorson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
On the double.
First down, Eagle.
All day, baby, all day. Double time.
Thorson looks to throw on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
53, Mike.
Get it.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 12, Minshew. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full 61. Matchbox lights.
Fresno.
Check 9. Gone. Shoot.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Past the 20. And he finds his man, that's Butler. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hakeem Butler, 44 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham, his 2nd sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He's back to throw. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.